Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of United Kingdom 10 pence coins and uncovering the top 5 most valuable examples, including variations in condition, mint marks, and years. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting, knowing which coins hold exceptional value can be exciting and lucrative. Let's get started. First up, the United Kingdom 10 pence dated 1992, examined specifically in a rusty or heavily corroded condition. While 10 pence coins are usually associated with everyday spending, certain dates, conditions, and unusual surface changes can spark curiosity among collectors. In this video, we will explore whether a rusty 1992 10 pence coin holds any numismatic importance, how collectors view damaged examples, and what kind of auction market value such a coin may realistically achieve in US dollars. The 10 pence coin has been a key part of British decimal currency since its introduction in 1968. By 1992, the UK was well into the modern decimal era, and 10 pence coins were widely circulated across England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. The 1992 10 pence belongs to the smaller, post-1992 type, which was introduced to reduce size and improve durability in circulation. These coins were produced by the Royal Mint in very large quantities, primarily for everyday use, making them common in general terms. However, their historical value lies in representing Britain's economic life during the early 1990s, a period marked by recession, currency challenges, and changes in minting technology. The 1992 UK 10 pence coin features the crowned lion passant on the reverse, a long-standing symbol of British strength and monarchy. The obverse carries the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklouf, which was in use from 1985 to 1997. The coin is composed of cupronickel, which normally resists rust. However, when a 10 pence coin shows rust-like corrosion, it is often due to environmental damage, chemical exposure, or long-term burial. This unusual surface condition can sometimes mislead people into thinking the coin is a mint error, when in most cases it is post-mint damage. Still, visually dramatic corrosion can attract niche collector interest, and in standard circulated or uncirculated condition, the 1992 10 pence is not rare at all. Millions were minted, and examples are still found in change today. However, when it comes to rusty or heavily corroded examples, demand shifts from traditional collectors to a much smaller group of curiosity-driven buyers. Some collectors specialize in extreme damage, environmental effects, or ugly coins as conversation pieces. While corrosion generally lowers a coin's value, unusual or visually striking damage can occasionally increase interest, especially when the date and design remain readable. It is important to note that this demand is limited and inconsistent, depending heavily on appearance rather than official rarity on the auction market. A 1992 UK 10 pence in rusty or corroded condition typically carries a modest value. In most cases, such coins sell for between $433,000, especially on online platforms where novelty and curiosity play a role. If the corrosion is extreme yet aesthetically interesting, or if the coin is marketed well with clear images and descriptions, it may occasionally reach $322,000. However, these higher results are exceptions rather than the norm. Clean, undamaged examples in circulated condition usually sell for face value or slightly above, while uncirculated examples may reach $116,000. Rust does not usually increase value unless paired with strong visual appeal or storytelling. If you own a rusty 1992 10 pence coin, avoid cleaning it aggressively, as this can further reduce its appeal. Instead, document its condition with high-quality photographs and research similar listings on auction sites. Look for keywords such as environmental damage, corrosion error, or unusual surface condition to understand how sellers present similar coins. For collectors, it is best to treat rusty examples as novelty items rather than long-term investments. Focus on education, comparison, and honest descriptions when buying or selling, and always remember that condition plays a major role in value. In conclusion, the United Kingdom 10 pence coin dated 1992 in rusty condition is not a traditional rarity, but it can still hold modest interest in today's collector market. While corrosion usually lowers a coin's value, unusual damage can sometimes attract niche buyers and achieve small but surprising auction results in dollars. Understanding the coin's history, materials, and realistic market demand is essential before assigning value. Whether you see it as a collectible curiosity or a reminder of how environment affects currency, this humble 10 pence coin proves that even everyday money can tell an unexpected story. Next up, the United Kingdom 10 pence coin dated 1997, specifically in circulated condition. At first glance, this coin may seem like an ordinary pocket change item, something many people have handled without a second thought. However, once we explore its background, features, and collector interest, you'll discover that even circulated examples can spark attention in the numismatic market. We'll examine whether this coin holds any hidden rarity, how collectors view circulated and damaged pieces, and what kind of auction market value it can realistically achieve in US dollars. The 10 pence coin has been an important part of the United Kingdom's decimal currency system since its introduction in 1968, ahead of decimalisation in 1971. By 1997, the 10 pence was well established in everyday circulation and widely used across the country. The 1997 issue was struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, a period known for stable and consistent coin production by the Royal Mint. Millions of 10 pence coins were produced during the 1990s to meet daily transactional needs, and the 1997 mintage reflects this high output era. While it was not released as a commemorative coin, it still represents a snapshot of late 20th century British monetary history, making it a small but meaningful artifact of its time. The 1997 UK 10 pence coin follows the standard design used during this period. On the obverse, it features the fourth definitive portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait is known for its realistic and mature depiction of the Queen, complete with a detailed diadem. The reverse displays a crowned lion, part of the royal arms, symbolizing strength, tradition, and national identity. The coin is made of cupronickel, giving it a silver-grey appearance, and measures 24.5 mm in diameter. Even in circulated condition, these design elements remain visible, though wear often softens the finer details, especially on the lion's manet and the Queen's portrait. In terms of rarity, the 1997 10 pence coin is not considered rare in the traditional sense, as large numbers were minted and released into circulation. However, collector demand does not always rely solely on low mintage figures. Some collectors actively seek date runs, typesets, or coins from specific decades, which keeps interest alive even for common dates. In circulated or lightly damaged condition, the coin appeals mainly to beginner collectors, educational collections, and bulk coin buyers. Heavily worn or corroded examples usually have little numismatic premium, but they can still be of interest as historical objects or fillers in albums. Occasionally, collectors also search for error coins or unusual striking anomalies from this period, which can significantly increase demand if discovered. When it comes to auction market value, realism is key. A standard 1997 UK 10 pence coin in circulated condition typically sells close to its face value or slightly above. In US dollars, this usually translates to approximately 15 cents to 50 cents, depending on condition and buyer interest. Coins sold in bulk lots often fetch even lower individual prices. However, if a circulated coin retains decent detail with minimal damage, it may attract collectors willing to pay a small premium. Exceptionally rare mint errors, unusual metal flaws, or misstrikes from 1997 can push auction values much higher, sometimes reaching $322,000 or more, but these cases are uncommon and require expert verification. For collectors interested in the 1997 10 pence coin, the first tip is to carefully examine condition. Even circulated coins can vary widely in wear, and sharper details always improve desirability. Secondly, watch for errors such as off-center strikes, double details, or unusual edge characteristics. Storing coins properly is also important. Keeping them in protective holders can prevent further wear and corrosion. Finally, collectors should research completed auction listings rather than asking prices, as this provides a more accurate picture of true market value. Patience and knowledge are essential when collecting modern circulated coins. In conclusion, the United Kingdom 10 pence coin from 1997 in circulated condition may not be a hidden treasure worth a fortune, but it still holds value in its history, design, and accessibility. It represents an era of British coinage that many people remember using every day, and for collectors, it offers an affordable entry point into numismatics. While its auction market value in dollars remains modest for standard circulated examples, the coin's real worth lies in its story and its place within the broader timeline of UK currency. Next up, the United Kingdom 10 pence coin dated 1992, examined specifically in fine condition. At first glance, a 10p coin from the early 1990s might seem ordinary, something many people once carried in their pockets without a second thought. However, when we look closer through the lens of numismatics, even common date coins can reveal interesting stories about minting history, condition rarity, and collector demand. In this video, we'll explore whether the 1992 10 pence holds any hidden value, how collectors view it today, and what kind of prices it can achieve at auction when valued in US dollars. The 1992 United Kingdom 10 pence coin was struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II and belongs to the smaller, modern 10p design introduced in 1992 itself. This year is particularly significant because it marked the transition from the larger 10 pence coins used since 1968 to the smaller, lighter version still in circulation today. The Royal Mint produced millions of these coins to ensure a smooth changeover, making the 1992 issue historically important as the first year of the reduced-size 10 pence. These coins were minted in cupronickel, a durable alloy designed for everyday use, and most examples entered circulation immediately, experiencing years of handling, wear, and exposure. Design-wise, the 1992 10 pence coin features the familiar crowned lion passant guardant on the reverse, a powerful symbol taken from the royal arms of England. This design represents strength, monarchy, and tradition, making it instantly recognizable to collectors of British decimal coinage. The obverse carries the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Raphael Macluf, with the Latin inscription surrounding it. In fine condition, details such as the lion's facial features, the crown shape, and the Queen's hair remain clearly visible, though some light wear is present. Collectors pay close attention to strike quality, edge lettering clarity, and overall eye appeal when evaluating this coin. Although the 1992 10 pence is not rare in terms of mintage numbers, collector interest changes dramatically depending on condition. Ironically, heavily damaged, corroded, or environmentally affected coins sometimes attract niche interest, particularly if the damage is unusual or tells a story, such as exposure to fire or chemicals. However, for most serious collectors, damaged examples hold limited appeal and are often valued mainly as curiosities. In contrast, fine-condition coins strike a balance, as they are affordable, display strong details, and are increasingly harder to find as time passes and more coins are lost or further worn. When it comes to auction market value, a 1992 UK 10 pence coin in fine condition typically sells for modest but respectable amounts. In US dollar terms, most fine condition examples trade in the range of $423,000, depending on overall eye appeal, demand at the time of sale, and whether the coin is sold individually or as part of a collection lot. Uncirculated or proof-like examples can fetch significantly higher prices, sometimes reaching $116,000 or more, but fine-condition coins remain popular entry-level pieces for collectors building date sets of modern British decimal coinage. For collectors interested in the 1992 10 pence, condition assessment is key. Look for even wear, minimal scratches, and clean surfaces without deep gouges or corrosion. Proper storage, such as using coin flips or capsules, can prevent further deterioration and preserve value over time. It's also wise to monitor online auctions and coin fairs to understand current pricing trends, as small fluctuations in demand can influence final sale prices. Collectors focusing on transitional years, like 1992, may find added satisfaction in owning this historically important issue. In conclusion, the United Kingdom 1992 10 pence coin in fine condition may not be a high-value rarity, but it holds undeniable historical and collectible significance. As the first year of the smaller 10p format, it represents a turning point in British coinage history. Its modest auction value in dollars makes it accessible to new collectors while still appealing to seasoned numismatists completing date runs. Whether you're collecting for investment, history, or pure enjoyment, the 1992 10 pence proves that even everyday coins can have a story worth telling. Next up, the United Kingdom 10 pence dated 1997, specifically focusing on examples found in a black shade condition. At first glance, a darkened or blackened coin might seem damaged or undesirable, but in the world of numismatics, such conditions can tell a fascinating story. In this video, we'll explore the history of the 1997 10 pence, its design features, why black shade or heavily toned pieces attract attention, and how collectors value these coins at auction markets today, with prices discussed in US dollars. The 1997 UK 10 pence coin was issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, a period marked by stability and high coin production in Britain. By the late 1990s, the 10 pence had already adopted its smaller size and modern specifications, introduced earlier in the decade. These coins were struck in large quantities by the Royal Mint and were intended for everyday circulation, making them a common sight in wallets and pockets across the United Kingdom. However, while millions were minted, not all survived in the same condition. Over time, environmental exposure, circulation wear, and storage conditions caused many examples to tone, discolor, or darken, leading to what collectors often describe as a black shade appearance. Design-wise, the 1997 10 pence carries the familiar crowned lion passant on the reverse, symbolizing strength and tradition within British heraldry. The obverse features the fourth portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Macluf, showing the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. The coin is made of cupronickel, which is particularly prone to toning and dark surface changes when exposed to moisture, air, or chemicals over long periods. This material characteristic is exactly what leads to the distinctive black shade condition seen on some 1997 10 pence coins, giving each piece a unique visual character and standard circulated condition. The 1997 10 pence is not rare. However, coins showing extreme toning, black shading, or unusual surface coloration occupy a special niche. While technically considered damaged by traditional grading standards, such coins can attract niche collectors who specialize in errors, toning, and environmental effects. The rarity here is not about low mintage, but about the visual uniqueness of each coin. Deep black shade examples with even toning and legible details are far less common than lightly circulated silver-grey pieces, which can increase collector curiosity and demand. When it comes to market value, condition plays a critical role. A normal circulated 1997 10 pence coin usually trades for face value or slightly above, often under $1. However, black shade examples can fetch higher prices depending on eye appeal and severity of toning. At online auctions, heavily darkened or unusually toned pieces have been known to sell anywhere from $321,000, with particularly striking or evenly blackened examples occasionally reaching $15 or more if multiple bidders compete. Prices fluctuate based on presentation, photography, and how the seller markets the coin's uniqueness rather than its face value. For collectors interested in black shade or toned 10 pence coins, the first rule is never clean the coin. Cleaning can destroy both surface details and collector interest. Instead, store such coins in dry, inert holders to prevent further corrosion. When buying, look for coins with strong details and consistent toning rather than patchy corrosion. Research completed auction listings to understand realistic market prices, and remember that niche coins often depend on finding the right buyer. Patience is key, whether you're buying or selling. In conclusion, the United Kingdom 10 pence 1997 in black shade condition proves that even modern, high mintage coins can become collectible in unexpected ways. While not traditionally rare, these darkened coins offer a unique blend of history, chemistry, and visual appeal that attracts a dedicated segment of collectors. Whether you see it as an affordable collectible, a curiosity, or a potential auction flip, this coin reminds us that value in numismatics isn't always about age or gold, it's about story, condition, and demand. Next up, the 1992 United Kingdom 10 pence coin in very fine condition. Whether you are a seasoned collector or just starting your journey into coin collecting, this coin holds a special place due to its history, design, and value in the auction market. In this video, we'll explore everything from its historical background to unique features, rarity, collector demand, and current market value in US dollars. By the end, you'll also get some practical tips for collectors looking to add this gem to their collection. The 10 pence coin has been an integral part of British currency since its introduction in 1968, replacing the old shilling system. By 1992, the UK had undergone several decimalisation adjustments, and the 10 pence coin had firmly established itself as a staple in everyday transactions. The 1992 issue came at a time when the Royal Mint was producing coins with consistent quality, yet subtle variations in striking and minting errors still made certain coins highly sought after. This particular year is notable for its relatively lower mintage compared to surrounding years, which contributes to its desirability among collectors today. The 1992 10 pence coin features the iconic design by Christopher Ironside, showcasing a crowned lion segment from the Royal Arms of England on the reverse side, while the obverse displays the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, crafted by Raphael McLouf. What sets the very fine condition coins apart is the clarity and sharpness of these details. In very fine condition, the lion's manner, facial features, and surrounding patterns are still prominent, with only minor signs of circulation. Collectors often pay special attention to the edges as well, ensuring the coin's reeded rim is intact and shows minimal wear. The combination of aesthetic appeal, craftsmanship, and historical significance makes the 1992 10 pence coin truly captivating. Even coins that show signs of damage or wear, such as scratches, discoloration, or slight bending, still hold collector interest. Damaged coins are often used to fill gaps in collections or to study variations in minting, especially in the case of the 1992 10 pence. However, coins in very fine condition naturally attract higher demand because they retain much of their original luster and detail. This demand is fueled not only by collectors in the UK but also by international buyers seeking authentic British coins for investment or display purposes. The relative scarcity of coins in very fine condition compared to heavily circulated or damaged ones further drives their value. When it comes to auction markets, a 1992 10 pence coin in very fine condition can command prices significantly above its face value. Depending on the coin's provenance, specific mint marks, and overall appearance, these coins typically sell in the range of $5 to $20, though exceptional examples may fetch higher amounts in specialized auctions or private sales. The exact price can vary based on the platform, whether it's eBay, heritage auctions, or a local numismatic dealer, but the key takeaway is that the very fine condition coins consistently outperform their circulated or damaged counterparts in terms of market value. If you're looking to collect the 1992 UK 10 pence coin, start by familiarizing yourself with grading standards to accurately identify very fine condition coins. Always inspect the coin under good lighting and magnification to check for wear, scratches, or discoloration. When purchasing from auctions or dealers, request provenance information whenever possible to ensure authenticity. Additionally, consider storing your coins in protective holders or albums to preserve their condition and prevent further wear. Building a network with other collectors or joining numismatic clubs can also provide valuable insights into market trends, rare varieties, and upcoming auctions. In summary, the 1992 United Kingdom 10 pence coin is a small yet remarkable piece of British history. Its detailed design, moderate rarity, and steady collector demand make it an excellent addition to any collection. Whether you are investing in coins for their monetary potential or simply appreciating their historical value, the very fine 1992 10 pence coin stands out as a tangible connection to the past and a symbol of numismatic beauty. Keep an eye on auction listings, handle your coins with care, and enjoy the fascinating journey of collecting this timeless piece of the United Kingdom. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and keep checking your change, because history may be hiding in plain sight.